Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Open Insight right here on Primarald TV. I am Cynthia Okolobi, your host. Today it's a very special one because it is the very first episode of Open Insight. The objective of this program is actually to hear the people's voice in Bayelsa State, not just in Bayelsa State, but also around the Niger Delta. So Open Insight is here for you. Just like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Today we have a very special guest in the person of Daumiebi Alfred Jerry. It's a wonderful time here in Primarald Studios. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, can you take us back to you're from Daumie? Yes, I know that. Can you take us back to Daumie, the journey of becoming who you are today, from the very first, the first moments that you realized that you want to be a star? How was it like for you?
I was that kid that turned my pains to entertainment.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I would have my grandmom yell at me. She's angry. Instead of me to be that guy that would be like, I'm sorry, mom, I'm sorry, ma. I'll be that guy who would be laughing and dancing. So she would be like, is something wrong with you? But then there's this old guy is late. He was like, don't try to shut this out of him. For him to be this type of a guy, all it means he's talented and he's a world changer. So from there, I knew the acting, music, because I love to mumble rap and stuff. So from there, I just knew this was my shit that I just started doing music. Started with covers, then got a lot of encouragement from my dad. He would say, if I don't know how to sing the main lyrics of the song, I should go with my own words. So that's how I fell in love with covers. Then we started hitting the studio stuff. Being from a family where both parents are no longer together, I grew up with my grandparents. That love from my real mom, my dad was not there. But then I was like born in the 90s, but I was raised like I was born in the 70s. That kind of stuff. So I get to know stuff my mate are not aware of. Then I get to get these ethical and moral values from my grandparents, and that's like a blessing. So it's quite good.
Thank you very much. So, what was that defining moment that you really have to just pick music and say, hey, this is a path that I want to go on?
I actually wanted to be an engineer.
Really?
Yeah.
So what changed?
Then later I discovered maths was too hard for me. I couldn't just wrap my head around the idea that I'll be looking for X.
Always looking for X.
Why but X? Now I'm looking for money. so I knew it was not needed. So then I moved on to, because the idea is not practical in Nigeria. So I was like, okay, let me go into law. Okay. Do I want to waste my life arguing for other people? Why not just build my own career? Like, I have stuff I'm good at. I'm good at acting. I can draw, I can paint, I can sing and stuff. I can rap. So why not just music? Because I can do it. It's for free. And my dad was like, the best way to live life is when you're working, but it's not as if you're working. And music to me is like having fun, and I'm getting returns from it. I'm like, okay, let me capitalize from it. So that's why I started. I just left the old book stuff. I read, like, if you go to my house, I still have my books, but then I'm like, this is it. And so far, so good. Like the Bible says, like, gift of a man, make it wait for him. So far, so good. Yeah, I've been on a solid playground, something like that.
That's nice. That's so nice. So Bayelsa is full of, talent, amazing talent, but not everyone wants to push through. What actually motivates you, to push through and do more?
I know where I'm coming from. You understand? And I wouldn't want to be recognized by that image or picture. So me pushing is like me changing the narrative for myself, where I'm from, the States, this side of the world, and most importantly, the family I intend on building in the future. I don't want to get to see my kids go through what I went through. I can't say I suffered, but I know what I'm saying.
You didn't have it as good as you wanted.
We didn't have water system in our home. Yeah. So I grew up to be the first son of my mom. I'm actually the second. I have an elder sister. But then, when you have younger kids, the younger one siblings, and when they get to pass their feces, we do something they call poo. I don't know if you know about that. It's like a plastic stuff. Then when they do it, I'll be the one to take it to the river. You know that kind of stuff. Like, that's heartbreaking, and like it kills your your confidence and stuff. But it was like something normal. But then after having a rethink, me being, I'm growing up to be a man, I'm trying to like, nah, I don't want that. Because if I don't do this stuff, there's every tendency that I'll go back to where I'm from. So this is me building my life from ground up. Yeah, something like that.
So what inspires you, or who inspires you? What inspires your sound?
My sound is inspired by where I'm from. People tend to be like, Nimbi is a minority amidst minorities. When you get to speak Nimbi or sing with Nimbi, it will be like the rest of the world can't hear where you're from. Like they can't understand what you're saying. Like what? Olamide was doing music with Yoruba, and people were like saying he's a local rapper and stuff. He signed Ashake. Ashake was doing enchantment music, Abi. No one knew what he was saying, but Ashake got his Grammy nomination last year, and that's mind blowing. Me getting to do music like a kid from some part of the world and forgetting where I'm from is like me faking it,
Sure.
So I'm mostly inspired by high life. In India, we have this popular genre we call Iworoko. Yeah, high life. So I get to infuse all of this. I'll be singing in India, but you'll be thinking I'm speaking Yoruba or Igbo. And it's very funny and it's sweet. I was in Lagos last year sometime and I played one of my songs. It's still unreleased. And these Yoruba guys were like, guy, what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying, but this sound is getting me mad and crazy. It makes our soul dance, and that's what is it. That's how it's supposed to be. You're promoting your own people. Exactly. There's a reason why Fela didn't leave Kalakuta Shrine. There's always a something tied to inspiration. Maybe your environment. It could be outbreaks. It could be anything. But what I'm saying is, Fela was all about freedom, liberation, speaking the truth. And if he gets to leave Kalakuta, where he's from, like where his shrine is that it will be like he will no longer have an idea of what to sing about. That's why they get to blame Sumaya. This guy that was singing, they don't give them mama, but now he's singing about Bum Bum. That is his new reality. He's no longer that guy again. So he has evolved. So I know for sure with time. So I'll build on mine, evolve, maybe change to something more. Yeah.
So how would you describe your sound to someone that is hearing it for the very first time?
I've had people call my genre Afro sex.
Afro
Sex.
Why so?
It's very, very, very. It's very funny because I'm controversial myself. I know Trey Songz.
Yes.
He built a whole career out of singing erotic music about sex and stuff. And whether you like it or not, to the most holiest and most holiest of people, there is this thing that binds us together, and that's what for sure.
Of course.
So singing about it in a comical way, getting people to like, what? You had hyperbole and irony and stuff to make it,
Yes.
They be like, you just laugh. Because it's the universal language, there's no way you can deny it.
Yeah, your creativity comes out.
Yeah, so it's just like you finding yourself in my sound and finding it funny. Like I'm giving you flashbacks, instant flashbacks, and you're like, this guy safe. It's like that.
So who are some of your biggest musical influences right now, locally and internationally?
I was introduced to Rex Jim Lawson. I don't know if you know him.
I do.
Yeah, the island king of island.
King of Island.
Yes, River State. So that guy is crazy genius. I doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Maybe because he's of a minority. As I've already mentioned earlier. So something like that. Then from where I'm from, there's this guy called Dabriz. I don't know if you know about him. Like he's an artist. He's the one who like made it look fun to sing with Nimbi in contemporary Afro beats. The rest of the world was like, the rest of where I'm from was like, okay, if you want to sing, maybe it should be Iwoko or it should be like normal high life back. But then I came in, started rapping with it. Same way it was, you understand? Like we both did rap. Then I was like, I can still digress. And I went into melodies that kills like that, softens your soul, gets you to be like, what is this? What is this guy made of and stuff? Something like that. Yeah. and it's actually beautiful.
So now you tell us the very first song you recorded.
The first song I recorded was back 2011. But before then, I was doing backups for Baboons that I mentioned earlier. So until 2011, I was working in a bakery back then, and my pay was just 5K. And the studio session cost 5K. So after the whole month of hassle and struggle, I had to pack the whole money.
Everything.
Got to the studio, my guy. We were like a duo back then. Then we did a cover, should I say a cover of one song by Chris Brown, Loyal. And like what I mentioned earlier, I infused that Afro sex vibe, man. It was like everyone was crazy, you know. And from there, we peaked. We were doing good, but then we split. But I guess that was meant to happen because I had that main character energy, so I had to just push and push and push. Yeah, look where we are now. I'm still at the song. Yeah, that's good working.
So, what are some of your hurdles, some of your challenges, and how do you get to face your challenges head on?
Challenges are tough, but most times when they eat me, I just cook. I know how to cook, so I just cook. I eat. I sleep.
What are some of these challenges? We want to know because
First things first. Everyone will say it's money, but the thing is real support. True support. Like doesn't mean you get lending out extra and like, okay, let me give you 100K to no, it's not like that. Support like, guy, I see what you're doing, you're a musician and I love what you're doing, I'm a photographer. Can I be working with you?
That's real support.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I know guys, can I be your A&R? I believe in what you're doing and I feel I have what you lack, connection and stuff. Can I be a manager? You know, platforms like this, Primarald TV, like I see what Richie is doing and this guy is outstanding, alpha. Can you come on our platform? Let's interview you and show you to the world. Stuff like that. Bayelsa lacks that. I need more of that. Everyone does need more of that. You know that kind of stuff, but it's unavailable. So it's very difficult.
And you know, Bayelsa is like a virgin land, but some people are just
no one wants to
everybody
cultivate.
exactly. Everybody wants to run to Lagos or Port Harcourt because that's where things are already set up. But this is a land that God has given us. It's a virgin land. Everything that we need is right here in Bayelsa.
But the fight should be for another day. If you intend on fighting for Bayelsa, I think you're giving yourself a long shot. I think you should go out like everyone. You understand? If you must build, then when you're strong enough. But by the time you start to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, like you think you should. Normally, it's a mission. It should be a mission for you to. I think you will be like everyone else. I know people, OGs in Bayelsa, they did that. That I think the weight was too much, and they just bled out. You know. And the same people that they were doing those stuff for are like, this guy no serious, you know. And of the truth, it seems maybe their format, you know, the pattern they use, maybe it was old fashioned and stuff. So yeah, it really played out. Yeah.
So how was it like in your early days of music? Were you in Bayelsa or you had to move out?
My early days of music, I was born and raised in England. People get find it very, very difficult to believe when I tell people that I was born there. So most of my music, like even when I was in Nimbi, I was head out of Nimbi. Even being in Nimbi, I was head out of Nimbi. So people were like, guy, you're that good. You need to leave. You need to move. You need to grind. You know that kind of stuff. But so I was like, yeah, because the limitations are much. You can't be this good and you know, like true, like that. I was like a diamond in the rough. I needed to be in an environment where I'll be well and much appreciated. And by Yenagwatu is another place. Yenagwatu is another place. Like I told you, like I went for a shooter and then the guy, one of the students was like, guy, this your physique is mad. Bro. You have this smile, you have this, you know, you have this style and stuff. Can you model for us? We pay you. You don't see that in Bayelsa. That's the support I'm saying. Like that is support we need. Support. Yeah. You know.
Everybody wants you to bring money first.
Yes. A club can be like Richie is popping. Daumie Richie is popping. Bro, Alpha, we want you to headline an event for us. We'll pay you 500K. That's not much, but we'll pay 500K. Then the whole stuff should be on us. But you get to promote the event, do everything you have to do, the ideas and stuff. I'm an idea tank. Like my brain is always bustling with ideas and stuff. So like, okay, let's work together. You know that kind of stuff, but
Yes.
we get to give the club just the relevance it needs and the artist as well. Then the finance. So both parties win, but they are just hell bent on the idea of come to us, maybe perform for free and stuff. Yeah. And over time you get to perform is good, but there are no results showing on you. Then after a while, they just tell on you that this guy don't wash off. I don't want to be that guy. No. I will never be that guy. No. So I tend to maintain my standards no matter what.
So we'll be expecting you to be heard also in the Lagos markets.
Why not?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I would like to know, did the Lagos market have an influence on you at some point?
Jesus. So like my first time in Lagos, like the ambience, it was so God, my adrenaline was
You were shocked.
gushing. Like
Finally, I'm in the town.
yeah, and the first guy that walked up to me was like, "Guy, you look like Rema, but I'm confused if you look like CK as well. Can we shoot a content with you?"
Really?
I don't know that guy from Adam. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That's like a shift. Yeah. Like people don't walk up to you in Bayelsa. People don't walk up to you in like where I'm from. Then this guy is like, can we make a content? Then the next thing I'm visiting Obi's house, going to clubs, orientals and stuff. And like people are like, they are seeing this star figure in you. They want to mingle with you. They don't care about what you have in your pocket, but then they do. They do. But then, like, first things first.
They will at least make it
what, yeah, that front page, what you have to offer first, like what they are saying, for like the physics and everything is there. So they don't just come with it. Like, you're capitalists, I swear to God, you're capitalists. But then, first things first is business. Mm-hmm. It's not like that, yeah. So when I saw all of that, I was like, nah, man. You can't continue doing stuff the way they usually do, you know. Can't go to a stage, a wooden stage. I can't go to a place that will find it difficult to pay me 200K, will make it comfortable for myself and my team. You know, that kind of stuff, but like, no accord, no respect and stuff. If it's not that, I'm just balling. It's online, and all. Stuff like that. So I have these standards and I'm not willing to break them again. Never.
Of course, like when you taste something good, you want to keep tasting it.
I want to taste more of it.
Of course,
more of it.
And what about the Port Harcourt market?
Port Harcourt is a slick environment. Port Harcourt is sweet. You just need to have money. Same way with Lagos here. So for you to enjoy the true Port Harcourt, you need to have money. So it will enable you to connect. When you are going to clubs, I don't go to clubs because I want to go to club. I go to club because I want to network. And I'm blessed to have guys around me with that same mentality. When we are going to club, we go to club to network. When we are going for an event, we go there to network, to get new contacts. How can you be a guy almost 30? Almost 30, you know, and when you get to check your contact list, you don't have someone that can just pay you 500K. You're failing as a man already. You know, no pressure. But then, you know, yeah, it's key to growth is access. You know, people like when you want to calculate wealth, it's not about how much you have on you. It's how much people you know that are important. You know, stuff like that. And Port Harcourt is that place. Port Harcourt is that place. You know, people get to see potential and the next thing they want to invest, just like that. Yeah.
Was there ever a moment that you felt like giving up?
Me?
Yes.
Give up fire.
You've never come to that point where, you just feel like,
no. There was this girl I was dating. There's this girl I was dating back then. She was like, we broke up. Then there was this time she started seeing some stuff and she came back and we were like, cool. Then she was like, yeah, that time that we broke up, Seth, it was because we were doing music and you know where I'm from. Yeah, when you start doing music, start smoking. And I didn't want you to be that guy. But now that I see that you're doing well, it's actually cool. I was like, man, it's too late. You know that kind of stuff. You know, that stereotype. You know, you were like thinking I'll be like everyone else, but now you see me popping, so you now feel music is good. So I was like, you did that. What are the chances that you won't do it again? If you want me to date you by leaving music. Baby girl, I choose music any day, anytime.
So anyone that comes into your life must accept
you. You must.
So there's never been a time you wanted to give up.
I've thought about, like, I've never had a thought. Like, the only thought I had was, am I good enough?
I think that's one question that really pops up.
Yeah, that's the point where you get like this point of like self-development. Am I good enough? You've heard this guy sing and it's like this guy the all too. Wow.
Instead comparing yourself.
Yeah, it's not comparing, like it's not competition, but you have to consider that this guy is good. You have to accept it. Then for you to work on yourself again. This guy is good, and if I'm going to get to the top, I have to be the best among like every circle. Whatever circle I find myself, I have to be the best. It's not competition, but if not the best, unique. You know that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I started building on that, and that has helped. That is key to my growth, something like that.
So what has been your proudest moment in music so far?
My proudest moment was I had my mom dance with me on stage.
Oh.
You know, the first time I went to the studio, there was this guy who took me to the studio, but he was a thief. He was a known thief in our community. No, it happened. It happened, really. Yeah, he's a changed man now. So everyone almost knew about him, but he was a prefect. So he saw me performing in our social activities. So he was like, guy, you're talented. Let me take you to the studios. They went to the studio. So when we came back, my mom was like, where have you been all day? When I told her, yo, that guy, she slapped the hell out of me now. She was like, don't you ever go to the studio again. Now, people, they smoke, they drink, and see if they go there. So it's like, but then finding out dancing with you later, some years further, it was like, you be like, you see, I told you. Yeah. Jerry's coming to now people be like, when they see her, be like, Mama Daumie Richie. And she'll be so proud. Yeah, no. Yes. Thank God he didn't give up. So there'll be a time they will invite her for occasions and she'll be the mother of the occasion because of Daumie Richie. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Same with my dad, will be the father of the occasion, the chairman of the high table and stuff because of him. They'll get to wait for them to make decisions. And that kind of stuff. Those are the kind of stuff I have upstairs, changing the whole narrative for myself and my family and people that are around me. Yeah. Just like that. And of course, bringing Bayelsa, further out into the Why? There's no one that has ever made that of Bayelsa. I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me. People are trying. People are striving. I know. It's like, yes. Timaya didn't blow out of Bayelsa, man. He blew out of Port Harcourt. He's a Bayelsa, yeah, no doubt. But someone that drank Gary with you, that trekked these roads with you, who do you know? Who can you mention? You know that kind of vibe, right? So it will be a blessing to be that guy. There are people that are making it big. I can say Pepper Corleone, he won Lyrics on the Road, the last 80s they hosted. I mean, he won before the last he hosted, but then that is not blue. I'm not trying to down talk his efforts, but you understand what I'm saying? Like someone who came out of Bayelsa and is so super big, like so you aim to be that person. Of course, consistency. And I'm that guy. Yes, with much determination, you will be. Yeah, I'm that guy. And we will host you here, right here. Why? Any day, anytime. Why? Wow. So do you prefer studio vibes or live performance vibes? I don't know how to say this. I'm that guy that sits alone in the studio. I record myself. So you're and I mix so I sit on the desk, I put on my headset. I'll be just humming and throwing vibes. Then the next thing you hear on the loudspeaker is this fire tune. And you're just glued to it. You don't want to leave it. Something like that. So it's a blessing. But I started from the fire. So back then I fell in love with singing live. But then people. I was thrown out of the choir. Bless his soul is late. My choir master birthday was like it was like, say you have flute voice. You be dressing whichever you like because I loved to look good, back then. Yeah. For my what do they call suspender belt and stuff. You're having this using loofahs, those are that Chinese like and canvas. So yeah. So you broke out of the choir. Yeah. So from the moment I left, I made the decision like I'm not against the church, but the church has never been a supporter of talent. The right push, you can do whatever kind of music you do, but then don't forget your roots. There's never been like that place for me. I'm not against the house of God. Don't get me wrong. So from there, I was like, if that's the case, I just got pushed. You know, my music is like it's still a message. It's not a gospel music, but I can't call my music secular. I don't know where that word came out from. Secular music. Woman no cry. Is that a worldly song? It's a message.
The message in the world, but
He's not secular. He's a good man
Mm.
and he's a godly man. Which would you prefer? Both are good people. Being good is being godly. Doing good music is you still preaching the gospel. Say no to cultism. That's a gospel message, because I didn't mention Christ. I don't mean I don't sing about Christ. You get the point, but
I get it.
That's just it.
So at least you still see you in the church settings.
Yeah. Do
Doing
not forsake the garden of the brethren.
Of course. So how do you see Bayelsa music industry right now compared to Lagos?
Bayelsa has no industry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am some of my colleagues at the forefront. We are trying to carve a niche, an industry. So most people will say Bayelsa has an industry, but no. I plead to differ. Bayelsa has a political music industry. I'm not trying to be sentimental, though, don't get me wrong, but then you can't mix politics at some point with music. Music is entertainment, man. Why would you want to mess with people's affairs? Like, I hate the governor. Like, I'm not saying this governor, like, I'm just saying, for instance, I hate the governor of the state because he's not doing well. And I love you as an artist, but you're getting to like mix your affairs with him so much that I'm not even seeing proper growth. Like, I'm not seeing his success tell on you as an artist that I love. Then you're mixing the like, I would be like, I don't tire. This guy said, I don't.
There's no,
Yeah,
you're not straightforward.
Yes, I would be like making just he has lost his focus. Well,
So that's what's been
normally at the end of the day, hungry belly, something like that.
I mean, trying to there are a lot of people pleasers in town.
An entertainer, see, for it to win, you have to step on people's toes.
That's right.
Sometimes you don't do it, but they just push your legs forward for you to step on. Is that your fault? It's not your fault. You don't have to please everyone. I'll prepare a table before you in the presence of thy enemies. The more the enemies, the larger the table. So if you choose to be my enemy, that means there's enough space now. There is more space on the table for God to prepare my meal for me so that I will have a feast, a banquet, that kind of stuff.
I like that. So have you faced pressure to relocate out of Bayelsa, because
I want to relocate. I don't need to be pressured. I don't need to be pressured. I know I need to.
But stay in Bayelsa. I mean, you want to carry the banner out there, and show the world Bayelsa. So
I want to build a mansion in Bayelsa with an L pad.
And live.
I have like 6 Lambos and Ferraris packed. Then once in every year, I just come back.
Can you imagine? Party. Can you imagine? You want to leave us?
No.
You want to leave us?
That's like me being with you still. I come once in every year to host this big house party. The whole compound is filled with, girls and guys, and everybody's networking and you're drinking and that stuff. But that's actually, yeah, something like that.
So you're not pressured to relocate.
I'm not pressured. I know, no. You don't need to be pressured. You need to know what's good for you.
Like it's like a necessity.
Yeah, you need to know what's good for you, then chase it. So the latter. No one needs to tell you you need to live by yourself. If you know what's good for you, if you know like the in and outs of what you're doing, and you know it's needed for you to live, you just have to.
But what if I'm just saying, what if now you're meant to be in Bayelsa to get that dream that you want?
I'm made to fly the world.
No. Like to come out and
being in Bayelsa is enough. Wherever I am, it will still be like I'm in Bayelsa because I will miss my flour, I will miss my yellow soup, I will miss the profile, I will miss this one. You understand my point? I'll be still eating it there. You understand? I have to be somewhere else.
Leave.
No. For me to carry the flag on Bayelsa, I have to be somewhere else.
But how about these days of little beginning? How about you take deep roots in Bayelsa first before you?
I dance in the markets. I dance on the streets of Inagua.
You do.
Yeah, that's me going back to the roots, taking everyone along, entertaining the least, like those ones that won't be able to afford tickets to my concerts and stuff. So I go back, I go to them to entertain them, and stuff like that. So that's enough already. Yeah, and I'll be doing more of that still. So once I leave here, they'll be like, I knew that guy. He was like this, but look at
him.
work of God, that kind of stuff.
So what's one fun fact? Tell your fans one fun fact about
I dance a lot in my room. I'm more like a comedian, so when I dance, it's irresistible. Then I throw stones to my voice, ad lib songs, popular songs, and like sounds funny and stuff. Like
So what current projects are you working on right now in Bayelsa specifically?
In Bayelsa, is it musically or
musically?
Yeah. Following the success of the area, I'm working on hosting 2 events. I think I should. I won't want to disclose them yet, but I want to take people on surprise for 2 projects, 2 events. Then I'm working in a body of work. It's almost set. Yeah, a body of work, like a landing page. So I don't want to be. I don't not like it's because of what people are saying or what people would say, but I want. I really want to show people what I'm made of. I don't want to hide my light. I want to shine. So I want to work. I'm working on a body of work. So when you listen to ABU and you're like, this guy is good. What more does he have to offer? Then you go back to it and you're like, this guy. And the title of the project is High Life. This is like the first place I'm mentioning is High Life. So like what I mentioned earlier, like my roof, like introducing Daumie Richie. So it's between High Life and Daumiebi.
High Life and
Daumiebi. So we'll decide on that. Myself and my team will decide on if it should be like an introductory, like an introductory project to Daumie Richie now. It's like, is it High Life or Daumiebi? If it's High Life, if it's Daumiebi, then it has to encompass everything that Daumie Richie can do. Is it High Life? Is it dancehall? Because I can do all of that. I can rap. Like I something that I can do R&B, stuff like that. So in between High Life and Daumiebi, so we get to see that pretty soon for the year themselves.
Wow, that's like 4 months from now.
I'm a hard worker.
Yes, we'll be expecting that.
I'm a hard worker, yeah.
Lastly, before we go, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, O2.
O2.
Yeah. O2 on the rest of the world. Nothing is too big to achieve, so long as the mind and spirit is willing. Yeah. And the backing of God. Nothing is too big to achieve.
I think you skipped a question. Who is your biggest inspiration in music?
I'm inspired by a lot of people.
Your biggest, the number one.
The number one.
Yes.
The number
Just
one. Just one. I don't want to be this guy that goes into this already existing competition of the big 3 or big 4 or whatnot. I get the moment I start picking.
Okay, so you have a catalog of them.
Yeah. I want to have Steez, Horror, or Dulcity, like other movies. Then I want to prove to you that something good can come out of Nazareth, like Bonner. Then I want to still show you that having everything but grinding like I have nothing, like David. Then this boy from the south, Daumie Richie, the Thunder God.
Be a poet.
Like I said, I used to rap, so I still rap, so stuff like that. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Putting all the best in my field and turning it into one. It's use. Amazing. That's power.
Yes.
Yeah. I command it.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
On Primarald TV, it was a fun time in the studio with Daumie Richie. Yeah. Wow. Yes, he has so many projects lined up, and be expecting something before the year runs out, right?
Yeah, before the year.
And of course, be expecting another session in Primarald and more collaboration.
Sure thing, yeah.
Definitely. Just tell your fans one word before we go.
Do not judge a pain you've never endured. It might turn out to be everything you ever criticized. Just live life freestyle. Don't think about it, just roll the dice.
Daumie saying live life really. Freestyle.
Yeah.
And that's right. It's Open Insight right on Primarald TV. Today we had Daumie Richie with us, and it was a wonderful time. Thank you so much for watching. So we'll see you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.